I love your album Ear Candy. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people love it, but I personally love it. I think it's
Thanks.
very, I think it's very underrated, but it definitely is a different sound than Dog Man or Faith, Hope, and Love. Again, what was that? Was that a purposeful transition, or is that just an artistic thing in your writing to change in? I mean, what
uh,
what what what
you know,
was the thinking there?
I think at that point in our life, after Sam Taylor left us for our first four records, they kind of all sounded the same, kind of had the same vibe and the same sound and all that stuff. When Sam left, we were free to be really what we wanted to be. It was just basically a hard rock band that didn't have all the put it this way, the first four records had that 90s mix, lots of splash, snares, noise, reverb, all the overproduction of what or the 80s were. But when we got to Dogman, Brendan O'Brien came in and Sam had left us at that point, and he says, "What do you want me to do with these songs?" And I said, we all said, just make it sound like we do live, because that's what our strength was. When we go out and play live, it was like you pound your brains out. The record sounded all wimpy, in my opinion. And so we did the Dogman record, and it was brutal. I mean, so many musicians told me they had to go back to the drawing board and start remixing their records and stuff and things like that, which was really cool. But then after that, it was like a turn where there was a change in Atlantic Records. A new guy had come in, and even though he said he was a big fan of King's X and really, really wanted everything to happen for us, at the same time, he fired 400 bands on Atlantic. And we weren't making a lot of money for Atlantic. So we just kind of figured we might as well just move on instead of having them fire us. I don't know why we made that decision, but when we made that decision, we made one more record with them. Didn't tell them until we made the record. And they asked me who you think you want to produce it. And I should have said Brendan O'Brien again. Would have been awesome. But my dumbass says, well, I shouldn't say dumbass. But what I figured, I had heard this album by Arnold Lanni produced, Our Lady Peace, their first record, and it rocked so hard, and it had that vibe that I liked, that I thought, man, that's a great vibe, and that's kind of the way we sounded. So I told Atlantic that let's get Arnold Lanni to produce the next record. So he came in to produce it. Now, again, after Dogman was a pretty much didn't sell well, after we did Woodstock 94 in front of 300,000 people, and the record didn't sell, didn't even move but a couple hundred units. So at that point, after five records, we realized, oh, we're not going to be a big band, so we might as well just do what we want to and have a good time and just go for it. So one last ditch effort, me and Ty both. I don't think we consciously talked about it, but we thought about it. We wrote every song to be a hit. Mississippi Moon, Run, A Box, go down the list. Almost every song on that record could have been played on the radio, as far as I'm concerned. We condensed the lyrics, made the song simpler, did everything everybody told us to do. And I love that record, but it was, a lot of fans didn't care about it. So at that point, after we said, okay, we're not going to get big and famous, so let's just make a last ditch attempt to write a bunch of hit songs. And that didn't work, so we left Atlantic and moved on. But that's how that happened. And I love that record. It was my idea to get the guys, the painters, to do the cover. I wanted that Haight Ashbury look, that Janis Joplin and Hendrix and all those things at the Fillmore, those posters. I wanted the album to look like that.